Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about how to be peaceful every time. Let's start the session. In any tough situation, we will have only three options. The first option is by using the power to adjust, by adjusting with that person, whatever kind of person he is, just bearing with him and being with him and leading our life happily and peacefully without showing our emotions to that person, and at the same time without troubling yourself. That is the first option. And what is the second option? Moving away from that person. You are unable to adjust with the person, you are not you are feeling bad, and you are showcasing your emotions to that person, and you are unable to be lead a peaceful life, so you choose the option that you move away from that person. That is the second option. And what is the third option? By being nice with the person outside, but being troubling yourself inside and feeling depressed and leading a unhealthy life. That is the third option. So, in any kind of tough situation, you will have only these three options. Among these three options, which option is better? The first option is a better option and it's a healthy option, because in this option you will not hurt yourself inside, at the same time you will not showcase your emotions to the person outside, so you will never have anger, jealousy or any kind of emotion. So you will lead your life happily and peacefully by adjusting with that person. That person may be, that person may be your parent or spouse or your family or your sibling or your neighbor. That person can be any person. So the first option is always the healthy option. Now we will see why this option is healthy. Why the other two options are not right options. Let's see now. By being together, by adjusting with the person, what are the benefits? The benefits are you will have mutual love and respect. You can, no one is perfect, right? Everyone will have strengths and weaknesses, positive things and negative things. Everyone will have, and no one is perfect, whether it may be you or the other person. So, by being together, by adjusting with that person, you will get mutual love and respect. At the same time, you will have the energy exchange. At the same time, your emotional quotient will be increased. Your emotional strength will always be in high, and you will become flexible whatever kind of person, whether it may be your colleague also. If today you are able to face with this person, tomorrow you might get a different kind of person. So your flexibility and emotional strength, every time it will be increased step by step. So you have to bear with the person and you will have to be together with that person, and you should improve that adjustment power, adjustment mentality will be there, should be there. Otherwise, if you are suffering inside and you are adjusting with a person outside, then that is not correct, it's not the healthy option. The healthy option is you should not trouble yourself inside, you should not take a mental burden and be with the person without having the emotions, without showcasing your emotions with that person, and leading your life happily and peacefully. That is always the healthy option. If you are being alone, what are the impacts will be there? You may be excelled yourself because you are alone. You will not have any disturbance from the other person, or any fightings or any kind of trouble from the other person. That is okay, you may be excelled yourself inside, but you will not have that emotional strength, because you never be together with any person, you are being alone. So how can you improve your emotional quotient? So you will not improve your emotional quotient, and there will not be any energy exchange, won't be there, and you will never be flexible because you are alone. How can you improve your flexibility? And your adjustment mentality will also be reduced. So you may be excelled inside yourself, that's it, if you're being alone. So that is not a healthy option, and it might lead to any illness and mental illness, and this kind of things will be there, mental illness kind of things will be there, because today you are walking away from that person. What if tomorrow you will get any other person, any still bad kind of person will come to your life? Then how can you improve your flexibility and emotional strength? So these are the some disadvantages of being alone. So my suggestion is, so just adjust with the person, whatever kind of person he is. Be together. Being together is always the right option. And if you get any kind of problem, share with the other person and take the suggestions, and be independent. Just take the suggestions, and finally you have to decide yourself. You have to take the decision, because the consequences, whether it may be good consequences or bad consequences, finally you have to face that consequences. So you decide. Just take the suggestions from the other person and implement the suggestion, and face the consequences without blaming the other person. Why you have to blame the other person? Because it's your decision, right? You are leading your life, you are taking the decision, so just take the suggestions from the other person. So this is one thing. And there are, I can suggest a few tips for peacefulness. So what are those tips? Let's see. Never interfere in others matters unless asked. So whether it may be your neighbor or your colleague, if you are working in some organization, some company or some business, never interfere into others problems. So it's their personal problems. Why you have to interrupt them, and why you have to interfere in others matters? Unless asked. If they need your help, then they will only ask you, then only give the suggestions. Otherwise just do your work, and keep calm, stay calm, and do your work. So that is always the good option. And if someone is really helpful, if they are in need, then always be helpful. So that is the first tip. And the second tip is, leave all this kind of criticism, domination, jealousy, and hatredness, and anxious to know everything in the world. Whatever is happening, everything you can't know, right? So that anxiety and being discomfort and doubtfulness, by doubting everyone. If one person has cheated you, don't doubt everyone, whoever is around you. So if one person has cheated you, so you have learnt a lesson from that person. So it's not like you have to be doubtful with everyone, right? So leave all this kind of things, this criticism, jealousy, hatredness, doubtful, anxiety, everything, all these things you should leave behind. So stay calm, do your work, and be peaceful, and you lead your life happily. So that is one other suggestion. And the third one is being strong, confident, and independent. As I told you, independent means just to take the suggestion, and you have to take the decision, because you are facing the consequences. That is independence. And being confident, whatever the thing you are doing, do confidently, because you are doing the right thing, right? So why you need to worry about, why you are doubtful? Be confident of whatever action you do, and face the consequences. If it is a bad consequences, then be strong. Face those problems with a right mindset. Be peaceful and be independent and lead your life. And the fourth tip is, stop observing the negativity. So if the other person, whether it may be your colleague or your neighbor or your family, it may be your family and also, if they are if they have some negative things, if you are interacting with that person, don't take that negativity. Just take the positive things from the person. You interact, whatever kind of a person he is, interact with the person, only just take positive things from that person, and leave all the negative things. At the same time, whatever the positive things you have, you showcase that to that person. He might also change. Today he is a bad person, but tomorrow he might change, right? With your positivity. So just interact with the person, and only take a positive things from that person, and you showcase your positivity to that person and lead a peaceful life. So this is one other tip. And the next one is, never go to the low frequency. If one person is having a jealousy, or they are doubtful, or they are having some limitation, if they are rude, never showcase your emotion to the other person because they are showcasing. Never have that mindset. You are confident about yourself, and you can control your emotions, but you can't control the other people's emotions, right? So if they are rude or feeling jealous about yourself, just walk away from that person, from that situation. Just walk away from that situation and do your work, and then be positive. Never go to their level, and you also don't showcase your rudeness and jealousiness to that person. So always go to the high frequency. So whatever kind of people you are interacting, you should be confident about them. If the person is the right kind of person, if they are having a high frequency, only interact more with that kind of person. If the people are having a low frequency, never go to that kind of person and display your emotions, and have a unhealthy mind. So this is one of the other tip. And the last tip is, ensure you have the positive surroundings. So if your neighbors or your your colleagues, if they are positive, only have ensure you have the positive surroundings. Because if your surrounding is negative, then you can automatically, there is a possibility that you will consume that negative vibration, because your surroundings will automatically impact you unknowingly. That you don't want to have a negative mindset, but your surroundings will automatically change you. So ensure whether you have a positive surrounding. So that is very important for your peacefulness. And the last option is, eat healthy food, do healthy, and be healthy. What it means is, eat healthy food means sattvic food, vegetarian food. Because if you are very rarely, if you have then and there, if you have non-veg food, then it's fine. Junk food or non-veg food, once in a while if you have, then it's fine. There is no problem. But if you are having continuously having a non-veg food and junk food, these might impact your things also. Whatever you do, it may impact your actions and your health also. So be eat healthy food, and do the right thing, and lead a peaceful and happy life. So this is what it means. So that is what for today. In the next class, we'll meet with the next topic.